They say that photography is the art of capturing light, so there's little more frustrating to a photographer when he or she can't control it. In travel photography, we're at the whims of the world, we're at the mercy of the weather, and sometimes we find ourselves shackled by human-imposed conditions. But travel photography is about more than light. It's about creating atmosphere. It's about storytelling. It's about making a picture that says, yo, you should be here. Today, we stumble through a ghost town in search of light, then roll into the red dunes of Sossusvlei hoping to capture the overbearing beauty of the best of Namibia. We're back at Koolmanskop this morning, the ghost town that's covered in dunes that we were at yesterday. I don't really have a photo in mind, but I'm gonna explore, search, and see what the light does, and hopefully come up with a cool photo before we head off to Sossusvlei.
Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just...
This place is open only from 8 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, but you can come in sunset, sunrise if you get a special permit, and you do need a special permit to do that. It's really easy to get a special permit. You just have to send an email to, I guess, via their website. And we did so, but we had to sign a right of admission saying that we weren't professional photographers. And of course, I'm a professional photographer, so I said to them, I'm a professional photographer. Is there any way I can come in with my group but not make money from the photos I shoot in here? And they said, yes, that's totally fine. So I can't sell commercially any of the photos I take here in Koolmanskop, which is quite interesting. You can, I'm sure, get a commercial permit as well. The permit to come here as non-professionals wasn't all that expensive and totally worth it. It's such a cool place and it's so photogenic. So let's go explore. The wind is howling this morning and it's really creepy being in the ghost town with the wind howling, because when you're inside you just hear the whoo. And yeah, there's ghosts around for sure. I'm struggling a bit to find a photo, and it's just the light has changed so much from yesterday. It's coming in a different way. The shots that I thought looked good yesterday don't look good yet this morning, but I'm gonna work on it. And I'm gonna look for light. Yesterday I was looking for frames and stuff like that. This morning I'm gonna focus on looking for light. As the sunrise comes up, there should be some really nice filtered light flowing through some of these buildings. So here's for hoping that we can come up with something. I've got my camera on a shot and I'm just focused on getting light, but not just light. Also some rules of composition. I've got some leading lines from some feet. I've got some frames in this shot. And it's coming out really nice. It's after sunrise already, but it's still so dark in these buildings that it's a 20-second exposure, which is pretty impressive. And yeah, this place is pretty impressive. Old bathtub next to me, crumpled a bit, and just lots of really cool compositions. Definitely a challenging place to shoot, but I like a good challenge. So I'm in this room with this bathtub, and honestly I don't think the composition's that good. I think there's better rooms, but the sun is just on the horizon about to come over this hill, and it's coming through some orange clouds. I guess it's creating some orange clouds, but it's creating also orange light that's hitting this door. And this is what I was kind of talking about with shooting light. I wanted to find places that really had nice bits of light, and this light is awesome. I wish I had a better composition, a better location, but with the light like this, I think it still works. I'm not sure I got anything this morning, to be honest. It was a fun location. It's such a fun location. And even from a non-photography standpoint, it's just really fun to wander through and explore these older buildings that are just engulfed by the sand dunes. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if I got anything. I'm sure I've shared a photo or two with you already. But for me, I really need to look on my computer to see if I like them or not. And I guess now we've got a long, bumpy drive ahead of us. We're driving all the way to Sossusvlei right now, 6 hours on mostly gravel roads. Yeah, a little bit of a Namibian massage coming up.
Cause I found when I've searched around lately, the world seems to be the same.
So we just made it to Sossusvlei, and I'm beyond a little bit annoyed. I've had a booking here for a year. They said that they didn't have the booking. Future Brendan here. I need to jump away from this video just for a second to explain what happened. And I'm actually filming this from Cape Town on the EOS R. How fun is that? I do have it in the hands, and that's coming on the program. But let me explain what happened in Namibia at Sossusvlei, because at the time I didn't really understand properly and I didn't verbalize what happened on camera. So let me do that now. In Namibia, there's an organization called the NWR, and they basically control all the national parks. I believe they're a government organization. At Sossusvlei, the NWR controls 2 gates. The first gate basically allows you into the resorts area. Inside that resort area, there's a campground and there's a lodge. The gates to the resort area basically open right at sunrise and right at sunset. After the resorts area, there's another gate. That gate leads you into the dunes in the national park. That gate actually opens before the first gate. It opens like 45 minutes before sunrise. So if you're staying with the resorts, you can be in the dunes at sunrise and sunset. If you're not with the resorts, you can't. So as a photographer and as somebody that had been to Namibia 3 times, obviously I booked through an agent at the NWR inside so we could be at the dunes at sunrise and sunset. But what ended up being potentially my fault is that I didn't realize when I made the final booking that the agent I booked with told me that they were gonna put us in Sossusvlei Lodge, which isn't NWR. It's a separate company, a private company outside the gates. Now the downside is obviously it meant we couldn't be in for sunrise or sunset. The good news is we could still be close enough to sunrise or sunset that we can still get really, really great photos. And the even better news is the Sossusvlei Lodge is unreal. One of the best resorts in all of Namibia. So yeah, it kind of sucked that we couldn't be in at sunrise and sunset, but we get close enough to sunrise and sunset to still get really great images, and we had a better lodge to stay at. So that's the explanation. Let me take you back to Namibia.
There's room for the privileged and sacred, yeah. And I want to praise them. Will you stay with me? I'm lost in America. Will you stay with me now? 'Cause I'm lost in America. Stay with me. I'm lost in America.
We are at one of my favorite places on planet Earth. We're at Sossusvlei. This is Dune 45. This is not our photo subject of the evening. Our photo subject's like Dune 38 or 39. I can't remember which one it is, but it's my favorite dune on planet Earth. I absolutely love it. Dune 45 also looks pretty sexy. Don't get me wrong, it looks really nice. And we are gonna just stop here. The group's got the gear out. They're gonna get some shots. There's good news as well in that we managed to sweet talk the gate guy into letting us out a little bit late. So we're not gonna be in here for sunset, but pretty close. At least we'll be here when the contrast is really nice and heavy on the dunes. So this is all working out. I've been talking quite a bit since Patagonia how I feel like I'm making better images now, and I think this is a great example of what I'm talking about. From the vehicle, right there, there's a cool shot of dune. I think this is 38. You have nice contrast, you have nice curves in the dune. It looks really, really nice. But simply by walking 100 feet this direction, you separate the trees, and instead of having a blob of trees, you get 3 separated trees. And it's just a simple adjustment, but it's the difference, I think, between taking a photo and making a photo. And I think this is coming out really nice.
Will you stay with me now? 'Cause I'm lost here in America. Stay with me. I'm lost here in America. Stay with me now. 'Cause I'm lost here in America. So I run to the underground.
That's it for today, despite the mix-up, I guess, here at the lodge. Fantastic day. Definitely got some cool photos in at the dunes. One of the cool things about the dunes is I don't think you need to be right at sunset to get great photos. You just need to be really late afternoon when you get those contrasts and contours in the light. So I'm really happy with how things came out today, and I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're heading into the dunes early for just after sunrise light, and then we're also heading to Dead Flay in the afternoon. So it's going to be awesome, and I hope to see you there. Peace.